What's good, everybody?
We back again.
We are back, man.
Hoop season.
Hoop season. We here for the NBA play-in tournament, man, and I am Rip 16, the GOAT.
Not and Ty the Jet. You know it by now.
Yes, sir, and it's a very special edition of this episode. You know why? Because it's GOAT season. It's Big W season.
What they call it, the year of the GOAT?
The year of the GOAT. Every day is the day of the GOAT, in my case. But, you know, it's Big W season, man. So that means it's time to get some big bets in, man. Time to get some good, nice wins in. You know, we took a little break here and there. You splash, you know, get some prop action for me anyway for basketball. You know, I've been doing okay with that. But it's Big W season, man. I want to get in on some games. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
And the playoffs is the best time for it. You know, we got the top of the barrel. Those other guys done fell to the wayside, and we about to eliminate a couple more, man. But before we get into that, make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? That'll help out my vibe for GOAT Day, which is approaching us very soon. So, you know, that's why I'm in here with my shades on. I'm just vibing real high. Shining so bright I need some shades on, man. So, without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into this NBA play-in season with and kick off this crossover.
The crossover.
The crossover, man.
Let's do it.
So, yeah, man. First game on the slate, we have the Los Angeles Lakers versus the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans are a 1-point favorite. I mean, that kind of makes it a pick 'em, even though you and I both know that basketball spreads are always shaky.
Yeah.
So it's always kind of my train of thought to just pick a side, you know, especially if you like the dog. Just pick a side.
Pick a side, pick a quarter, pick a half.
Yeah. But picking points is pointless.
Yeah.
Pun intended. But yeah, man, what's your thoughts on this one, man? So basically, let me give you the lay of the land real quick before you share those thoughts. The Lakers have been playing pretty well over the past couple weeks, I would say. Bron had a big game, big triple-double. Last game of the season, 28 points. What was it, 17 assists? And 11 rebounds. Went crazy. It's 39.
He's 40. He's 40.
He's basically 40, yeah. So my whole thing is he's been playing well. He's amped up. Clearly, he's ready to do his part on that. You know, he wants his team. He wants
to
his
follow
team.
suit. Chip in.
He said he needs you guys to
put
chip
in, bro.
Hold your weight.
Put in, bro.
My only concern in this one, like with the matchup, so the Pelicans have been playing well. Your boy Zion is playing.
He's finally playing a good amount of games in the season.
Right.
He's healthy,
The
you know, a little bit more, a little healthy now. So it's good to see Zion on the court.
Yeah, and the concentration has been on his game, not other stuff. So I mean, it's good to see that. However, my only concern is couple things. AD had a back spasm at the end of the game. They say he'll be good to go to play in the play-in game. However, AD having a back spasm, and then Zion kind of doesn't play well against the Lakers. He also disappeared in that last game where they wouldn't have to be in the play-in, which is a bit of a concern about a big game, you know, because he hadn't been around for many of them. But he kind of disappeared. Had they won that game, they wouldn't be in a play-in game right now. But they didn't. So now they got to see the Lakers. Problem is they don't match up well with them.
Yeah. As long as the Lakers defend the three ball, specifically C.J. McCollum, if he ain't knocking down 7+ threes, the Lakers going to win easily.
Okay.
Because over the last couple games, CJ been balling. He's been shooting. I think it was like 9 threes one game, 6 or 7 the next one. Right after that, it's just nuts.
Yeah, CJ been hooping. His PRA been going crazy every day, almost. So he's definitely been a bright spot. As a team, you know, they're still pretty young for the most part. They play with a lot of energy. They are good. I think they're coming into their roles pretty well. You know, had a couple of injuries in March or late February. But I don't think it disrupted their rhythm too much. But I think that kind of derailed them a little bit late. Whereas the Lakers kind of got clicking late. So me personally, I got my Lakers shirt on, man. I'm favoring the Lakers in this matchup.
Lake show, man.
I'm gonna go Lakers for the win in this one. But it was something very interesting that was brought up. They talking about, do the Lakers really want to win this game?
Right.
Because their grand prize for beating the Denver Nuggets, the Denver Nuggets.
Congratulations, you beat the Pelicans. Now you play the Nuggets in the first round.
Trash.
Is that what they really want?
I think that's the one team they don't want to see.
Not at least until the WCF.
I don't think they want to see them at all. I think they want to steer them in the direction of, hey, go play the Clippers. Let the Clippers try to beat you.
Yeah.
Or, hey, go play anybody else, just not us.
But who else is saying that? Everybody else in the Western Conference. Everybody else is saying that. Even on the East, they saying that.
So, I feel like it gives the Lakers the Lake Show is in a shit show if they get in there, because I don't think the Lakers are going to beat the Nuggets. Just me being real. LeBron's my favorite player of all time, but still.
It's going to take a lot for them to beat the Nuggets in a 7-game series.
It's going to take a lot.
It's going to take a lot.
A lot.
Now, especially you talking about AD with these. He already starting with the stuff. Yeah, he already starting.
The doctor said I need a backiotomy.
He already starting, so it's already like he dropping a little excuse.
And he is not playing well against the Nuggets this season.
No, he don't want to see Joker.
Against Jokic, he's not playing well. I feel like that's kind of what Zion does against the Lakers in some ways. He just doesn't play.
Joker put AD in the Fruit Ninja, smoothie him up, blend him up, nice and well. Every single time.
So with that being the case, right? Hypothetically speaking, if the Lakers lose, do you think that's more ideal for them to go into a must-win against either Sacramento or the Warriors if they lose this game, and then if they win that game, they go against OKC?
Yeah, I think that's more advantageous for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they can beat Sacramento, they can beat the Warriors, even though the Warriors been playing well. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
The Warriors just beat them handedly too.
Yeah, but the Warriors ain't got no bigs.
But we talking about one
small
game.
Ball. You know what I mean? Like, come on now, you got 80 down there in that paint. Ain't nobody on the Warriors defense doing anything.
But think about it though. You got Kuminga, you got Klay Thompson playing better towards the end of the season. He had a rough season, but he started playing better.
That's scoring. What about the defense?
You got Steph Curry.
That's scoring. What about the defense?
Draymond.
Who's defending? Who's defending Bron? Who's defending AD? Ain't nobody defending AD.
Not really.
Nobody's defending
AD on that squad. But to be fair, they beat them. They've been able to beat the Lakers.
Yeah,
with AD. So it's not like it's impossible.
Right. And the Lakers have beaten Golden State as well. So it's not impossible. So I think in a must-win game, I think the Lakers. Now, the thing is, with the Lakers, the others have to show up.
Yeah, always.
That's going to be the key.
D'Lo
need to show up. Reeves need to show up. You need scoring.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, defense. You know what I mean? So if you're missing out those things, then the Lakers are in trouble. And you got Bron, having to play 35 minutes, then that's a problem.
Right.
I
don't feel like Bron's going to duck the fade from Denver. I think they're going to go out and they're going to definitely try their best to win this game against the Pelicans, and I think they succeed in that and end up playing Denver ultimately. That's what I feel like is going to happen. I don't see them turn down that fade.
Another thing is, with the Lakers, my boy need to start making some damn shots. I know he ain't been playing all season. What's the damn name? Got him from Miami.
From Miami. Oh, Gabe Vincent?
Vincent, yeah. He needs
he just got back.
Yeah, he just got back. But that could be a benefit for the Lakers, right? Because he hasn't been playing all season. He's just now getting his legs up under him. he should be getting fresh, right?
If he can get into a good rhythm, he should be fresh.
Yeah, so that can help them.
It could. You know, having a hot game from Spencer Dinwiddie could help. He's one of those streaky players. He might not do shit for a week, but then he might drop 40. Yeah. So, I mean,
all they need is 12 from him.
They need more than 12.
Just give me 12 from Spencer. I need 12 from Spencer. I need 22 from D-Lo. I need 30 from AD. I need 26 from LeBron. I need 18 from Reeves.
Okay, so you feel like if he come in and he gives you some double digits and a little bit of defense, you know, that's going to be sufficient. What about Rui?
Rui just need to get some rebounds.
What's your beef with Rui, bro?
And stick to his mid-range. Stop shooting threes.
He's not the best three-point shooter.
No.
I mean,
drive to the damn basket. Get the foul. Get to the line. That's what I want to see out of Rui.
Okay.
But back to the topic at hand. I think the Lakers really need to go ahead and beat the Pelicans. Don't even worry about what's going to happen later on because they may get in themselves a situation where they're playing a Golden State who has experience just like them in a must-win game. You know, when you got two teams that have experience, have the championship pedigree, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So go ahead and knock the New Orleans out. Get them out the way so you can go ahead and focus and game plan as best as you can against Jokic.
Okay. Makes sense. I'm on board with you. I agree. I think it's still a tall task, but I think that's your best chance because you don't want to make a risky move and then end up not making the damn playoffs.
Yeah, at all. Yeah, you start paying for it.
Trying to match up before you even get in the playoffs. So,
right.
Yeah, so that's the first game on the slate. Now, the second game on there is also interesting because it's a grudge match. We have the Sacramento Kings versus the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
The Kings are 3-point underdog at home. It's a home dog. But the Warriors been hot.
And the Warriors lit the Kings up at home last year in the playoffs too.
They did. They cooked them boys.
Yeah, so
they had a little battle going on for the series at first, but you know when they closed it out, the Warriors gave them boys that
lit them up. Light the what? Yeah, nah, we ain't lighting no beams up in here. Yeah, right. So I got Golden State in this game, man. It's all about experience with me. You know, Steph Curry, Clay, Draymond. As long as Draymond don't do nothing stupid, I think he kind of toned down a little bit. You know what I mean?
I don't.
I don't think he's gonna do anything stupid or do anything crazy to get him ejected from the game. But you know,
Chris Paul and Draymond Green get so many T's.
Yeah,
I've never seen. And then these refs are quick with the T's now. I've never seen so many technicals.
Do you be hearing what these players be saying to these refs? It was the audio of Bron calling one of the refs a bitch ass nigga.
It was a coach called Bron a bitch ass nigga.
Call a foul, bitch ass nigga. I'm like, damn.
I think they done lost all respect for the refs just because it's been so many BS stuff.
Oh yeah. It's the disrespect with the referees and the players is out of there.
They called a T on Chris Paul for running down the court like a ref one time.
And then
that was hilarious, by the way.
What's the nigga name? Damn, what's his podcast? Can't forget. I can't remember. But anyway.
My favorite thing Draymond Green did was the shank. I was like, that guy's a psycho.
Yeah, they be wilding.
But I do think the Warriors win this game.
Yeah.
Just because they've been hot at the right time. And I do think in basketball, especially getting hot at the right time is very important because your team plays in a rhythm. And when your team is winning and playing with a rhythm, that's great. Also, because the Sacramento Kings they got a couple key injuries. Or they down a couple guys over there. So Malik Monk and Kevin Huerter, I think, make a big difference in terms of scoring options because Domantas Sabonis has not been scoring.
He's
too
more
heavily.
of a facilitator. You know, he kind of
but I felt like he was giving more scoring
Yeah.
last season too. I mean, he is a facilitator, but I mean, he was a consistent double. His streak of doubles broke maybe like a week ago. But you know, he's still a serviceable player. I'm not saying he's bad or anything like that, but I'm just saying as far as putting up the points and scoring options, you know, Malik Monk, he's one of them guys who
He's a dog.
He'll come out there and he's a scorer.
He's a scorer, yeah.
So he'll come out there and make an athletic play, shoot some threes, get
to
hot.
the rim, yep.
He gonna do stuff like that.
Yep.
Kevin Huerter is a pretty versatile wing player who can shoot some threes. You know, he gives another good scoring option.
Space
now
the
they
floor.
still got Keegan Murray. Now I don't know how consistent Keegan Murray
That's
is gonna
his
be,
problem.
but they still have Keegan Murray. I think Sacramento's only real shot at beating the Warriors in this game, even though it is at home for them. They have to have a phenomenal game from De'Aaron Fox, and they have to have somebody else step up and add in on that scoring load. If they don't, the Warriors are just gonna run away with this game.
Yeah,
and
they're gonna light them boys up. They're gonna light them up. I'm telling you, they're gonna light them up.
And we probably gonna end up seeing the Sacramento Kings versus the No, if they lose this game, they're out.
Yeah, they're out.
That game, they're out. So we'll probably end up seeing the Warriors versus the Pelicans, which I kind of feel like the Warriors can beat them too.
Yeah, for sure.
I kind of feel like that game.
For sure.
Right now.
Experience, bro.
Just right now.
Experience, dog.
Not to say that the Pelicans haven't been playing good, because they have been playing very well.
Experience. Give me the experienced team right now.
Yeah.
Early rounds, give me the experienced team.
The experienced team. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, switching gears to the good old Eastern Conference.
The Leastern Conference.
It's not the Leastern.
The Leastern Conference.
The best record in the league is in the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics. So let's not just throw that away.
Combine the records. How about what that look like?
The East versus the West? I didn't do all that math. I don't know. Probably the West though, because they had 10. How many teams was it? 10 over 500.
It ain't no probably. It is. The West is just better.
I think they had 10 teams over 500.
The West is better, man.
And you know they've been the more dominant conference this year because they had a lot. Their play-in tournament actually makes a lot of sense. Whereas switching gears to this Eastern Conference tournaments, that 9 and 10 spot is really, they just got it by technicality. We can start with the 9 and the 10 on this side. We have the Atlanta Hawks versus the Chicago Bulls. This is the second game. I know I'm a little bit out of order, but it's the second game. The Atlanta Hawks versus the Bulls is kind of like,
Give me the Bulls.
I'm biased. I'm going to roll with the Hawks.
Of course. Take the bias out of it.
I haven't seen that much. I mean, the Bulls have been okay. It's not like they're doing nothing that is just like,
yeah.
It's not like I'm afraid of them playing against DeMar DeRozan is gonna give you crazy mid range. He's a mid range guy. We all know that. But the rest of those guys, I mean, what are they doing? Kobe White, I give him some credit. He played good this season, kind of quietly. He stepped up his game a lot. I give him some credit. But outside of that, I mean, what do they do that's just so miraculous? You can
say the same thing about the Hawks. No Trae Young. Like, what?
DeJounte Murray has played very well. Trae Young is all-time franchise leader in assists now. He's coming back. I mean, I have a little bit of concern about the rhythm with him coming back into a playoff game. That's the biggest concern about the Hawks. But while he was out, DeJounte held it down for a long stint without him and putting them in this position to be even in the play-in.
True.
He was able to beat Boston twice in the same week. So I'm not going to just graze over DeJounte like he ain't been doing that.
Boston beat cooking. Boston.
No, they went overtime. DeJounte beat Boston. That boy went overtime. He had 40 ball. He had a hot 40 ball that game. And then Bogdanovich was making some clutch threes to back him up. So I think, the Hawks, I wouldn't completely sleep on them, especially against the Bulls. However, my main thing, the reason why I'm kind of grazing over is because ultimately I feel like they're going to lose to the other game of the Eastern Conference play-in, the Miami Heat versus the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, either team they play, they out automatically.
One of them gonna lose.
Yeah.
And then they're going to play against either the Bulls or the Hawks.
Yeah. And
whoever that is, I feel like is better than the other team, and they'll win.
Yeah, for
ultimately.
sure. For sure.
So that's why I don't have that much stock in that Hawks game versus the Bulls. The Bulls are a 3.5-point favorite. So, I mean, the books are saying what you're saying. The Bulls probably the better team.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't think that's going to mean much.
They're the better team, dog.
Now, that other game, switching gears, you have the Miami Heat versus the Philadelphia 76ers.
That's going to be a good one.
Joel Embiid is back.
Mm-hmm.
Came back looking good.
He was playing all right, yeah.
Came back looking pretty good. And that allows Tyrese Maxey, I think not having Joel Embiid for that long period of time, gave him some experience.
Confidence, yeah.
Got him a little battle tested. So now when
Maxey
he's
a dog now.
Yeah.
He legit.
He ain't scared to attack that paint.
He a leader too now.
He play with some pace.
Yeah, he a leader.
Yeah, I like his game.
Yeah.
He good.
Maxey legit.
And I think him sliding back into that number 2 slot behind Embiid is going to ease up some of the coverages and the defense on him to allow him to get to his spots a little bit better. So the 76ers are a 5-point favorite.
Yeah, it wasn't that hard for me. I'm going to Philly.
I'm going with Philly. Yeah.
I
don't love them. I don't love them by 5 points though. Even though we just talked about basketball spreads, 5 points is a good bit. That's Miami.
It is a lot.
Playoff Miami is a different dog. Them boys are dogs. They be out there ready to go.
I wonder if Dame would have been to Miami, what that would look like now.
I don't know.
It would look way better than what it's looking like now.
They playing good though. Well, yeah, for him anyway. But that's another story.
Yeah.
But I do think it'll be a competitive game.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think it's going to be just a runaway for Philly
No.
against Miami. No, they got too much fight for that. So I do think it'll be a highly competitive game. But I'm going to roll with you on this one and say Philly wins this game against Miami.
I think Philly's just a better team, bro. They're just a better team.
When healthy,
with a Joel playing, yeah, for sure. It's not like he just coming back into the lineup
today. But ain't this
today.
deja vu though? Don't we say this about Miami every year?
We do.
Somebody's better than them.
Yeah,
and they've been to the finals twice in 3-4 seasons. So, I mean, they show up in the playoffs. That's what they do. Yeah. They show up in the playoffs. They dogs. They fight. They play aggressive. They find somebody to score when they need them to. Ultimately. So I'm not gonna just graze over them and say they don't have a chance.
I don't know. Joel's just a problem, dog.
Joel's a matchup problem for most people. He was playing like an MVP before he got hurt. So
yeah, he's a problem.
He was looking like the MVP before he got hurt. So I think him coming back healthy makes them.
But if they don't beat Miami, there's some questions that need to be asked about Joel in the playoffs.
Okay. I mean, I feel like he's going to have the excuse of coming off an injury this year. Ultimately, I feel like
every year, though.
No, it wasn't. Last season, he didn't.
This nigga be injured all the time.
Last season, he wasn't.
Man.
I ultimately feel like that's just going to be a thing. However, I do feel like regardless of what happens against Miami, win or loss, I feel like that team is going to beat the Bulls or the Hawks.
Yeah, or the Hawks, easily, no matter what.
So I feel like they'll both be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which is going to create some interesting matchups because if Miami is at 8 playing against Boston, they're going to push them boys in that first round.
But that's what Boston needs.
They need that.
They need that.
But I think them having Drew Holiday now helps them defensively.
I know Milwaukee is mad as hell about that.
They was trying to replace the defense with points from Dame.
Can't do it. You need the defense.
I don't know. I just feel like he hadn't exactly found his spot. Like it's difficult. And then Giannis got like a calf strain too. But we're gonna get into that more.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that more when we talk about our first round. Of
but this is just play-in talk, man. Play-in talk.
But as far as the play-in goes, man, I think that's where we're going. I think we're going Lakers, Warriors, Philly. You say Chicago, I say Atlanta, and then we both say they're going to get eliminated by whoever loses between Philly and Miami. So I think that's where we at, for this play-in now.
Any upsets?
Any possible upsets?
Yeah, what do you see being a possible upset?
You trying to pick a dog of the week right now?
No, I'm just saying, any possible upset, what do you see? I mean, I know you're going with the Hawks as one, but any other one that might be shocking that you can point your finger at?
The only shocking upset would be if the Hawks got into the playoffs as an eighth seed. If they somehow beat Miami or somehow beat a Philadelphia and beat Chicago, if they win 2 games and get in, that would be the biggest shock. That Western Conference, I don't have much of a shock because the conference is so tight, 1 through 10, that you can make an argument
for each team
to be able to be in the playoffs. Yeah. And so, I mean, I think that side of the tournament makes the most sense for a play-in because they definitely pushed and earned a playoff spot for the most part. So, eliminating 2 of those would be maybe the toughest, but the only real upset I see is if the Hawks get in and take that 8th spot. Now, that'd be an upset.
Yeah.
The rest of those guys and Chicago, but I honestly don't think Chicago
they ain't doing nothing.
No chance. That's what you got.
They ain't doing nothing.
So that's just where I'm at with it. What do you see?
Maybe Miami beating Philly.
That's not, to me, that's not an upset.
It's not gonna be an upset because of the.
They're a dog.
Because the spread and all of that.
Based on the spread, they are a dog.
Yeah.
That's the most likely.
Yeah, I think that might be the most likely to happen.
Yeah, that's the most likely. But to me, again, I don't consider them to even be a real dog.
Nah, that spread should be like 2.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, man. But we want to give y'all a quick play-in talk, and we're going to be back for the first round with more games, man. The crossover is back, baby.
Yep. Y'all stay locked in. Tap in.
Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Let us know y'all thoughts. Talk to me. He don't be in there like that, but I be on them props. Y'all talk to me. Let me know what y'all thinking. Let me know.
Prize picks, all
that. A hot game. Yeah. All those guys, I need to know. I need some good prop parlays. I'm looking for some good 2-3-man combinations to put together. Pause, no Diddy. I'm trying to run it up on the props. You know what I'm saying? It's Big W season, not the little one. It's GOAT season. It's GOAT talk because I am the GOAT. And yeah, man, it's Aries season. We celebrating today. That's why we coming in with vibes. That's why I keep my shades on, because I'm shining, baby.
Yeah, when you feeling like that, hey, you got to express it.
You got to do what you got to do.
You got to express it.
So, yeah, man, make sure y'all stay tapped in with us over here at No Hedging.
Appreciate y'all for watching.
Appreciate it, always. Always much love. We back. Peace out. See y'all.
The crossover. J crossover.